So in the last class, we started to understand about data engineering. So we started with event management an example. We started with event management example, like what if someone is helping us, right? So definitely, yes, we are making our work easier. Now, with respect to this, we have also seen couple of other examples like what if I'm getting the data from multiple data sources? What should I do? The first thing what I need to do is I need to gather all the information, store it in a common place. From there, we do the analysis. Now, this is not the optimum solution. The reason is, if you see here, all the 5 people are talking to the CEO or they're talking to the company, which I don't prefer. What I would do is all the 5 people's data, I will store it in a single store, and then I'll do all the transformations, data cleaning, whatever I want. Then I'll put it into a different system and we will analyze it. Now, this is what is a preferred one. So just like in healthcare, we have taken a case study for Amazon, and we have also taken case study for a temple, right? We already have seen this yesterday. Now, with all this, we actually have seen a bit of examples about why data is getting famous in these days. It's all because of all these applications. These applications are very much been used in the recent times. We can see 2004, 2005, 2006, and in the last 20 years, all of these applications has become to a high peak, right? Now, with this, we have also got into trouble of big data. We are not able to manage the big data. The biggest problem is, where do you store? People keep on using internet, smartphones, keep on generating the data. Where are you going to store? Where are you going to store? That's the biggest challenge. And why the data is getting bigger and bigger and bigger? It's because of the internet, smartphone, sensors. And as I said, it's a very, very user friendly. You need not be into a school or college. You need not have a formal education to use smartphones. You give it to anyone. In fact, your kids use better than you. Correct? Now, with all this, with all this, let's see why we were not able to handle it, right? This situations you have not been prepared for, right? I've told you yesterday, if 40 people are coming to your house and you have not been prepared, in the world, the data is getting generated as 40 gigabyte. When I say 40 gigabyte, the data is coming from 10 to the power of 21. Where you will store? 40 people, if you're not able to manage, how are you going to manage 40 gigabytes? It's always going to be a challenging. It's always going to be a challenging. So what we, if data also flows like this, unexpectedly, what if the data also flows like this? In that case, life is going to be very challenging for us, correct? Suddenly the data comes in, suddenly the data is like flowing like anything. What you will do? Just imagine a situation where it suddenly floods. What you will do? What you will do? We have to locate a place. We have to start looking for an a safety place, right? It's a lot of things, right? But in terms of data, it's just like a water. Suddenly it starts flowing. You will not have the place to
Sure.
store. So for that, we are going to be a data engineers. So today is a day 2 session, and you've already stepped in as data engineer. What's next? What are you going to do? We have talked about the use case. We have talked about the problem. We have talked about the big data. What's next? What's next? Now, data engineering is the first thing you see is we call it as extract. The first thing we are doing is extract. Now, what is this extract? What is this extract? Extract means you are collecting the data from different sources, right? What KSR is doing, they're collecting all of your students' information from Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn, We are collecting all of this information from different source, and that is what is called extraction. We call it as extract, E for extract, and we are getting the data from all of the systems. Now, next layer is transformation layer. Next layer is transformation layer. Now, what is this transformation layer is? Since you are getting the data from multiple systems, the data may not be consistent. The data may not be consistent, correct? So someone who has been getting this data, let's say this student, okay? Let's say student. Let's talk about KSR itself. So KSR alpha, we are actually taking the student name and when they have joined. When they have joined. Imagine we are collecting from Instagram. So Instagram, the student name, the joined will be like 14th June. And one more person who is taking from LinkedIn, let's say Kiran. Let's say this guy is Anand. Anand 14/6. Kiran, let's say 15th June. See? See the data inconsistency? In one system, I'm getting it as 14/6. In the another system, I'm getting at June 15th. And in another system, let's say we are getting from Facebook. Let's say we are getting from Sachin, June 18th. See how it is? Three different students, three different file formats, three different dates. This is not consistent. If I want to figure out on what particular day how many students join, this analysis is not possible with this data. This is called inconsistent data. See the way the values are being stored. If the data is like this, how can you go and analyze? How can you go and analyze? Now, this is the biggest drawback if you're not doing the transformation. You're just collecting the data from different file formats. One person would have maintained 16th October, one person would have maintained October 15th. So there is always an inconsistent. So in order to make this as a one-stop cleanable data, we have to transform the data. So transform the data, basically in the nutshell, if I want to tell you, it's basically cleaning the data, transforming the data, removing the duplicates, removing some null values, and making it a proper structured. Because if it is not transferred, it will not be able to use it. And finally, after you do everything, you will go back and load it into the system. Now, this process is called ETL. The other name of data engineer is, I would call it as ETL. You're an ETL developer. What exactly is ETL developer? You can extract the data, you can transform the data, and you can load it into the systems. You yourself, you can call it as a data engineer. The moment you hear data engineer, the things which you're going to do is you are going to do a ETL process in your company. Okay, this entire thing doing at once, we call it as one pipeline. So building your ETL pipeline should be your main roles and responsibilities if you get into a data engineering role. What is this ETL? Data is scattered across multiple systems. I want to put it into one place. Then I have to do the transformations. What do you mean by transformations? Having the consistency in the data types, having the consistency in the formatting, doing the data cleaning, data transformations, missing values, abnormality, up checks, special character checks, duplicate checks, everything I'll do, I'll clean up the data and then I load it into system. This is what is called ETL. If you ask me, what's my main responsibility of a data engineer? A data engineer is a person who has the power to build ETL pipelines. Okay. Now, let's talk about why it is important. Why it is important? Definitely, it is important because bringing data together into one place, okay, makes my analysis better. Today in KSR, you're calling, you have reached out to us from Instagram, you have reached out to us from Facebook, you have reached out to from LinkedIn. We simply go and talk to you. That's it. What we do. but it will not get an impact. What we do is we are putting all the data together, then we are understanding, okay, how many people came from Instagram, how many people came from LinkedIn. Then it gives you more clarity for the analysis. So I would say that data integration is a very important stuff for your business. So without data engineering, never ever think about data science, data analytics. If there are no data engineers in this world, there will not be any data analysts, there will not be any data scientists. There will not even be any person who is working on data. So data engineers are a very core people, right? Um, I'll ask this question. Which profession is considered to be the most privileged profession in this world? Doctors, engineers, army, police. Which profession is considered to be the most privileged profession in this world? When I say that, if that doesn't exist, even we don't exist. What is that? Any guess?
Army.
So without army, you can say you cannot survive.
All
Without
All
like
things
army, you
are
cannot survive.
necessary.
based on the situation, like all are equally important.
Which profession is considered to be the most privileged profession in this world? Meaning that if they don't exist, there is nothing exist.
I think engineering, there's a caption, engineer can do anything. So all can be, yeah,
So if
first.
engineers are not there, we cannot survive. That's what you mean.
Or to improve the um
Farmers.
career of the lifestyle of the humans, like engineering. I think it's required.
No, my question is very simple. Without engineers, can you survive or not?
We can
I
survive.
think
Yeah.
I think doctors without
Doctors.
yes
Okay. Why
Farmers.
doctors is important?
without any medical treatment or any medicines we cannot survive any diseases.
I'll tell you about my grandmother, okay? My grandmother is mother of 7 people. So that time, right? Like 40, 50 years back, my grandmother had delivered 7 babies. All the 7 babies was born at home. Is doctors really necessary?
But uh, delivering is a one job, but doctors are like specialized in
No, I'm
every other
asking,
field.
I'm asking very simple. Without one profession, you cannot survive, I'm saying. So that's like we are born. We are born without even doctors. So we can still survive. So that way I'm asking. Without police, can you survive? Without army, can you survive? So that's what I'm asking. Which profession is considered to be the most privileged profession where you can't even survive if they don't exist?
Farmers.
There is nothing.
There is nothing. Okay. The closest answer to this question is farmers. Without farmers, what you will eat? Every source what you eat comes from the farming, right? Even you drink milk. Milk is also farming, right? People has to grow the cow, take care of it, then only you'll get milk. So every source, and I'm not saying it's complete answer, it's a very close answers are farming, right? So without farmers, it's very difficult to survive. You can still live without police. If you don't have any crimes, I don't think police is required, right? If you're still healthy and eating healthy food, I don't even need that you need doctors, correct? Which is a very close profession that without them you cannot survive is farming. Now, I would always relate this data engineers to farming. So in India, we don't even support farmers, correct? Lot of struggles, like the third In fact, if you go and buy a tomato of 1 kilo in any of the supermarket, they sell 40 rupees. But you know, farmers gets only 4 rupees or 5 rupees. The story still continues and continues to continue in India. Do you know this? Farmers are always not valued. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I always relate this. Of course, I come from a agriculture family, so I do have a lot of idea on this. What is the struggle they are facing, and it's very hard to be a farmer, right? I'm seriously saying it's very hard. The way they struggle, the way they lead their life, it's very difficult, right? Okay, things apart, how farming is important for your day-to-day activities. I would relate that same to a data engineer. Without data engineer, it's very hard to sustain in any of the technology, because when you don't have a proper data, what you will do? When you don't have a proper food to eat, what you will do? Right? So data engineering is going to be one of the really needed people, right? They need people who has to be data engineers so that you make others work easy. Okay, so with all this, I can say, don't ask me a question going forward why it is important. It is important. It is important. Okay, just like what you eat to be healthy, to have a proper business and healthy business, you need to feed the proper data. So that proper data, who is feeding? It's you and me. It's nothing but data engineers, right? Okay, now let's talk about ETL. We already know what is ETL: extracting, transforming, loading. Now we are getting the data from different data sources. We are getting from like different database. We are getting from social media. We are getting from Excel files, CSV files. All this we are getting. What we have to do is we have to bring everything into one place, start doing the transformations, and provide them the clean data. Provide them the clean data. Once you provide the clean data, they will start doing the analysis. Okay. Now let's understand what exactly happens as part of the ETL. There is two things which you see on the screen. Okay. This is person A. This is person B. Okay. Are you person A or person B? I openly I say I'm person A. What about you?
My answer also A.
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 I will always get screwed for this being like this. Okay. I tell my mom, okay, mom, I'm working for Microsoft. I'm a manager. I'm taking class for KSR. All this works, you can help me, right? I keep saying this. You can help me in folding the clothes. You can help me in organizing the things, right? I don't have time. One word she says: even if you're Bill Gates, even if you're the richest person on this earth, even if you're the Prime Minister of India, you have to know how to manage your things, own things. That's the first basic discipline that you need to have. Doesn't matter whether you're earning 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, not at all that comes into picture. You need to have a proper discipline. Now, this is the one thing I will always get screwed at home. Every day she scolds me. Every single day. The moment she comes to my room, I'll be like, oh, I have to arrange it properly. She screws me like anything, scolds me like anything. For what? For not organizing things. I'm like a person A. Don't take anything seriously. Okay. See, anyway, I'm going to wear. What if I pick one, I go and wear it, right? Now, I'll tell you what is a problem with person A. I'll tell you what is a problem with person B. Today, it's a Friday. So we are thinking to go for team lunch. So we thought of wearing some black shirt. Everyone. Okay. Everyone, we thought of wearing one black shirt. So what happened? Imagine I'm a person A. I'm searching. I'm searching. I'm not getting it. So I took nearly 30 minutes for searching. See, if I was lucky, I would have got in 1 minute. If it was somewhere outside or on top of it, I would have easily got it. But somewhere it was in the middle, or somewhere it was in the down. Everything I have to pull out. I have to take a matching pant for that. I have to take a socks. I have to take a watch. Something I have to do it. So I would have taken 30 minutes for doing all this. But dumping it hardly took me 5 minutes. It hardly took me 5 minutes. I just took out the black shirt. Everything I dumped back into the cupboard. It took me just 5 minutes. It just took me 5 minutes. Now, here. For searching, it just took me 5 minutes. Whatever is black, maybe black shirt, black pant, black bag, black socks, everything I took black, it took me 5 minutes. It took me 5 minutes. But for dumping or for organizing it, I took 30 minutes. Now, choice is yours. You want to spend time on organizing it, or you want to spend time in searching? What is your choice? One or two, A or B? A or B? In A, searching is taking 30 minutes, dumping back is taking 5 minutes. Whereas in person B, your searching is taking just 5 minutes, and your organizing things is taking 30 minutes. What you would like to want to do?
B, because it takes 30 minutes, but for the person B, but for person A, each time it should be spent 30 minutes.
Both are taking 30 minutes either or one way. But what is your preference, I'm saying? Here,
B.
see, in A, if I say searching is taking 30 minutes, in B, organizing is taking 30 minutes. 30 minutes is 30 minutes, but which one is the most preferred one, I would say?
B.
Why?
Because we're gonna search. We need for the other date,
Yes. Well, the right answer will be B, because today I would be searching black, tomorrow I'll be searching white, day after tomorrow I'll be searching pink. I would be taking only 5 minutes because already things have been organized. So the one which I always prefer is to be person B, not only for the data engineering, even in your life, try to always be organizing the things. So person B is going to be the most successful person because he knows how to manage his things. He knows how to organize his things. Person A, just for pulling, dumping, how many times? So tomorrow you will have to search yellow dress. Tomorrow you have to search pink dress. What you will do? Again, you will search 30 minutes. But here you have already organized it once and you're going to get that. Well, things gets better. All the problems in your life can get very simple if you organize your things well. And then we are talking about the person B. Let's try to be person B even in the data. Every single cloth material which you're seeing on the screen, think this as every piece of data. Organizing the data is what we are going to do. In your home, who is going to do all this? Like once you wash your dress, you go, you give for dry cleaning, you come, you press it, you iron it, you have to fold it. You have each compartment in your cupboard. One is for night wear, one is for morning wear, one is for office wear, one is for formal wear, one is for shoes, one is for handkerchiefs, towels, everything you're going to do, right? Who are you? You're data engineer only. You're data engineer in your life. But here we are managing not clothes, not all the materials, you're managing your data. That's it. That's the difference. You actually don't know you're a data engineer. Every single person in this world is data engineer, but you don't know that. You're doing something else, but we are focusing here on the data. We are focusing here on the data. With this, we will try to build a ETL pipeline. Our main objective as a data engineer itself is building a pipeline. Now, in order to build this pipeline, what I really need is the data will come from different systems. Okay. See, as of now, don't worry. What is this CRM? What is this ERP? What is this unstructured? Don't worry. Just assume that the data is coming from different teams. Right? Now, for that, I will have to extract all this. This is called extraction. Then I will go and transfer it. Transfer it means I will do all the data cleaning steps, everything. And finally, I will have to load it into the different systems. And these systems will be sent for reporting. This will be sent for reporting. So the data you give the cleaned data, they will start presenting as a reports. They'll start presenting as a reports. Okay. Now, this part is done by until here, it's a work of data engineer. After this, it's a work of data analyst. Okay. So you may be asking, can I be directly data analyst? Yes, possible. If someone is giving the clean data for you, you'll become a data analyst. Okay. Now, in order to explain between this data analyst and the data engineers, right? I'll give an example. Listen carefully. Yesterday, I was a bit free. So I thought of helping my mom in cooking, right? Yesterday lunch, my friends were supposed to come. So I thought I invited them. So I thought we can have the lunch together. So I asked my mom, just prepare some special food. So what she did, she has prepared rice, dal, curry, papad, okay, pickle, all these things. She has prepared a full meals. Okay. Now she was preparing in the kitchen. What I was doing in the dining table is, which is outside outside the kitchen. It's there in the living room. So what I did, I arranged properly plates. Okay, I kept a water bottle, and what I did is, in fact, I always have a habit of eating salads while eating food. Like I cut the onion, and I kept the carrot, and I kept the cucumber. Right, cucumber is something which we eat during our lunch, right? So I'm basically talking about Indians. So all this I had cut and I had kept it on the plate. Now my mom came, she brought all the rice, dal, everything. She prepared everything and then she kept on the table. Now I served it properly presented well. Now tell me, who is data analyst? Who is data engineer in this?
Your mom is the data engineer.
Why? I have also cooked, right? I've cut the cucumber, I've cut the carrot, I've cut the onion, I've arranged it, I've organized it. I'm also cook, right?
Yeah.
You representing, like visualizing the cooked items, whereas she's transforming from raw material into eatable material, your mom, for by cooking.
So who is data engineer? It's me or it's my mom?
Your mom is a data engineer and you are a data analyst. Because you're presenting what has been cooked, and your
No,
mom is
I've also cooked. No, I'm saying I've also cut the onion. I've also cut the cucumber. I also did something, right?
slicing and dicing is different than cooking.
Well, my mom is a data engineer, right? In life also she's doing engineering only, but she doesn't know. I keep saying her, you're a data engineer. I keep saying her, what she does, she gets the vegetables, she gets the fruits, she gets the groceries, she's getting from different places. She's organizing the well in the fridge. And from the fridge for that particular day, she's taking that quantity. She's staying all over the day to night. She's completely staying in the kitchen, cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything for us. And then she's bringing onto the table, which is like we are getting a ready to go food. For me, what she brings is a ready to go food. Ready to go means directly I can eat it. What she is doing is data engineering. Collecting all the raw things from raw shops, getting it. Cooking is what is called engineering. What I am doing here? Maybe I would have done is presentation. But here also, cutting the onion, cutting the carrots, or cutting this cucumber, all this can also be called as a transformations. But the level of transformation is important. The level of food she is preparing and the level of I am helping, that defines between a data analyst and a data engineer. I can also do the transformations, but I'm doing at a basic level. As a data analyst, I will present it, I will report it, I will convert the data into story. Small transformations also I will do. But who is a real hero here? She is a real hero. She is putting a lot of efforts in cooking. And now you should be knowing why data engineers are paying high than data analyst. I may be working in Microsoft, I may be working here, but more than that, she should be paid more for the work she is doing at home. Do you agree? Every mother in this world has to be paid the highest package for the job she is doing. Do you all agree?
Yes.
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 And that's what data engineer for you. Okay. Now let's talk about some tools which is already there in the market which can do for this. For example, she wants to cook. What I have done, I have brought her everything. I have brought her oven, I have brought her fridge, I have brought her mixer, grinder. Even for vegetable cutting also I have brought her chopper. She did not even spend the time with knife. Everything I have given her. The best gift is a one complete kitchen, a very well designed kitchen. So she goes into the kitchen, she feels that okay, everything is there, I can do my job easily. That type of platform we already have in the market. In the market there are lot of kitchens which is available, and those kitchens are, we have Oracle, SAP, SQL Server, Informatica, SAS, Talent, IBM. All these are already the tools which is available for doing ETL. Your main role as a data engineer itself is doing the ETL, but don't worry, we already have all this. We already have all this. We can go and do all the data cleaning, transformations, every single thing what you want to do, you can do directly here. Now tell me, among this, which one we are going to learn in our course? Any guess?
ADF.
None of them.
SQL Server.
In this ETL, which is like a ready-made tool for you, which can do everything from A to Z, collecting the data, cleaning the data, transforming the data, sending it back to the target table. Every single tool can do this. But the question is, among this, which one are you going to learn? You have joined here to learn data engineering. You have joined here to learn ETL. Somewhere or the other way, you would have researched it. Oh, which is the tool that we are going to learn? Any guess
Micro
which is?
Microsoft SQL Server.
None of them.
None of them.
Microsoft
Already there
Data
is a
Factory.
ready-made tool, then why are
I
not
think
learning this?
it's
Azure
I
Data
think
Factory.
it's Microsoft SQL Server.
There are traditional tools.
Okay. When I say that, these are the already tools which can do everything for you, but the real fact is we are not going to learn any of this. The reason being, all these are old technological tools. Okay. It was like a 10 years, 15 years back, this was very famous. Now in the recent times, we don't even have any new project that is coming in these tools. See, I'm not saying these tools, these roles have gone down. There are still a talent developers, there's still a SQL developers, there's still a Informatica developers. They're all there, but they'll all be working on existing projects. But most of the projects which we are starting newly, we don't have this traditional systems. We have started moving into the new system. Let's see what is that new system. We are not going to learn any of these tools. Then what is that we are going to learn as part of this course? We will wait and watch. Okay. Now we will see what is the problem in this. All these tools are there, right? We'll see what is the problem in this. Definitely there is a problem. That is why we are not learning. All these tools which you're seeing on the screen, which is called on-premises tool. What do you mean by on-premises tool? Something you have installed it, something you have configured it, something someone is maintaining. Servers have to be maintained. You have to pay them for the cost. Everything you have to do. This is like a on-prem. That means you are personally taking some extra efforts to manage this. The problem with this is it requires maintenance cost. You have to maintain. You have to monitor. You have to maintain. You have to monitor. Right? Now, then it requires a great capital investment, right? I need to put a lot of efforts. I need to buy the system, complete system I need to buy. Then there is possibility that I may lose the data. There is possibility that I may lose the data. Because of the heavy load, the data could be lost. And limitation will be there. There will become some limitation, right? And finally, I need some extra support. And finally, the performance also goes down. As and then the data becomes bigger and bigger, I will have to face this issue. Okay. Now, this is called on-premises. This is called on-premises. Okay. So when I say on-premises, these are the problems I have. Please switch off your cameras. If I want to see you, definitely I'll ask you. These are all the problems which is you're seeing in the on-prem. On-prem means what? You are managing it. You are managing it. Okay. In order to explain between the on-prem versus the other one where you don't know what it is, that is what you're going to learn. So in order to understand between the on-prem versus the dash, we'll see what is the difference. Okay. So let me tell you one small story. Okay. I told you, right? In my home, we have some rules and regulations. The first rules and regulation is, usually this is what we follow. You have to wash your own clothes, like whether it's a washing machine or you wash with your hands, you have to wash your own clothes. So there's a strict rule that we have in my home. Okay. And apart from that, we also have one more rule. We have a maid who comes to our house and helps us, but still the plate which you eat, right, you have to only wash. So these are the two restrictions that we have. Okay. So in my home, whoever comes, that means it's like our family members, we take care of our things by ourselves. So I have to wash my clothes today. This is my day-to-day work. Just listen the story. Okay. I have to wash my clothes day to day. And imagine I'm staying alone now. So I cannot wash it with my hands. So I have to buy washing machine. So what I thought, let's buy a new washing machine. The new washing machine cost is 35,000. This is the initial cost for washing machine. Next, installation. I don't know how to use it. Someone has to come. It's an automatic. So it's a semi-automatic or automatic. Someone has to come. You have to fit the water. I have to properly install it. And they have to come some with accessories. So installation charges 5,000. And on the washing machine, there'll be like 3 stars and 5 stars. Depending on the 3 stars and 5 star, your electricity bill also will be generated. Monthly, if you're using 20 days, the electricity bill that you have to pay is 1,000. Detergents. Simply it will not wash. You have to put some detergents. Only if you put detergents, the clothes will get washed cleanly. Maintenance service. You keep using it for every 6 months. You have to do a maintenance. You have to get some, you will get some repairs. You have to replace some wear and tear products. Maintenance. Simply you cannot wash. You need water for that. Automatic means you have to always connect to a tank. So water bill, 750 rupees. What is this? To wash my clothes, I have to spend this. In this, I can say that the one which is like a monthly cost is, see, this is like one time cost. This is monthly cost. This is monthly cost. This is one time, maybe 6 months once. This is daily cost or monthly cost. So I would say 1000 plus 750 plus 750 every month to wash my clothes. I have to spend 2500 per month. Apart from that, as I said, I have to wash my own clothes. I have to clean it. I have to go and dry it on the terrace. I have to press it. I will waste another 1 to 1.5 hours every single day. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Yeah.
So to wash your clothes, every month you're spending 2500. Did you know this?
Yeah.
And most importantly, I'm spending another 40,000. This is for what? Initial cost. Okay. With my work, with my office work, I need to go to office. I need to take sessions. I need to sleep. Where I have time to wash my clothes? If I ask my mom, Mom, can you help me in washing? She'll say, you either be there or you stay out. I'm not going to help you. You have to wash your clothes. That's the rule. If you don't want, you go out. What will I do? What will I do? Forget about money. I'm spending 1.5 hours on washing. I could have spent that on one class. I could have taken one batch. You know what I do now? Okay. I was just thinking. I actually found one shop. Dry cleaning service. This is not my shop. Just I've taken from Google. Don't think like I'm promoting this. This is not my shop. This is somewhere in Delhi. There is a dry cleaning shop. Every day I need to wear one set. Okay, pant and shirt for my office. So what I'm actually going and giving for dry cleaners. These people wash carpets, curtains, leather jackets, car seats, cleaning. Okay, everything they'll do. And fix, you see, 20% off on every Sunday, it seems. So every day, one set. I work only for 5 days, Monday to Friday. So Monday to Friday, the amount I have to spend is 175 rupees. For washing as well as for ironing. For washing, they're taking for 35 to 40 rupees. If you give more, they'll charge less. So 40 rupees per day. 1 week, 200 rupees, 175 to 200 rupees. 1 month, I'm spending only 700 rupees. The good thing is free pickup, free drop, and they'll also iron it, press it, and give it. Now you tell me, will I go and spend 2500 per month, or will I choose this option where someone is there to help me? I am very, very, very safe now. I need not go and buy washing machine. I need not go and take care of it. In fact, more than everything, I am saving 1.5 hours every single day by just giving it. What if I say you that in my home, I don't have washing machine? Can you believe this? I don't maintain washing machine. I don't have washing machine in my home. Every single dress, I'll give it for dry cleaning. And the amount I am spending is 700. The amount you are spending for your home is 2500. Now, who is smart here? It's you or it's me? It's you or it's me?
You are smart.
Anyone planning to buy washing machine?
For short duration, it is fine. During for longevity, It is not at all okay.
Why it is not okay? What is there in this problem? Every month 700 rupees away, every month you are spending 2500. Okay, remember that. You're spending every month 2500 for electricity bill, for detergents, for water bill. Am I spending all this?
Person, but in home we have 5 or 6 members.
Okay, imagine I have 3 people in my home. Imagine I have 3 people, my mom, my dad, and it's me. So 700 into 3, 2100 for 3 people. For 3 people, do you think the electricity will be same? For 3 people, do you think the detergents will be same? For 3 people, do you think the water consumption will also be same? If more people are there, you have to run your machine more number of times, more maintenance, more repairs, more water, more detergents. So this will easily touch 4,000. Fine, I have 3 people, I'll give outside. Yeah, I'll still pay 2,100 only. You're paying 4,000. No, apart from that, you're spending 40K. Remember that. That's the initial cost. I would say giving for dry cleaning is the safest option. What is your thoughts? What is your thoughts?
Yeah, giving into dry cleaning is the best option. And under the some circumstances like the cost of the water, like so few places maybe the water cost may not be there, but in cities where we've spent for cost for all like more for water and electricity, both will be same charges. So in those situations, dry cleaning is the best option.
Come on, next. Anyone? Which is better? Giving for dry cleaning or taking a new washing machine?
We can think
How
about
can you
the
make
water
sure
quality as well.
Sorry, how can you make sure?
your clothes doesn't get spoiled?
Come on, they're all experts. They're running a shop means they are good at that.
There are chances,
I
right?
may not wash properly, but they are good at that. They're running it for years.
Okay,
See,
then how
the
can
Mm.
the same thing it applies to them as well, right? Whatever you're mentioning the cost and what are they going to get benefited
See,
if that is the case?
they are not running a business without the
Mhm.
profit, right? So do you think KSR is not making profit and taking classes?
No, I'm just trying to
No,
understand
that's what I'm saying.
what is their
If
benefit.
KSR is making profit, those people also will make profit. No, why we are running business?
Yeah,
For them,
time also.
they would have purchased a bigger machine. They are dumping all the clothes together. Maybe they're saving money.
Yeah, that's true.
And here time also matters, so we can save the time and we can.
That guy, you will not believe, every day if 7:30 I need to go to office, exactly at 7 o'clock he'll comes and he gives her clothes and goes. Pick up, drop, pressing, ironing, everything he will do it. Just I need to give 35, 40 rupees. So do you all agree to me? See, the stage is very much open. You can argue with me. You can still argue with me that washing machine is better. You can still do that. Or you either agree to me. Two things you have to do. You have to open your mouth. Either you talk on washing machine or you talk on the one which I give the idea.
So I would like to go with the hybrid approach, Santosh here. So there are few clothes which yes require dry cleaning. Maybe those clothes could be expensive ones like blazers and all. But there are regular clothes, right, which we are regular wear that we do not give for the like dry cleaning. And for that, I would prefer to have a washing machine at home. Obviously, to save the costing and all, maybe I will not be running the washing machine daily, but yes, maybe once a week or twice a week kind of. But obviously I'm not going to give all these regular wear clothes to the dry cleaners.
Okay. Remember, even to go with the hybrid mode, you have to spend this. Remember that. 40,000 you're spending. Okay. Forget about you're saving water. You're saving detergents. You're saving electricity bill. What about the initial cost?
Correct. Yes, that will be there.
Okay. Next, anyone? Either you go with washing machine or you just tell me that my idea is good. One of them you have to accept it. Come on. Will you all agree that my idea is good?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're all agreeing to my idea, after this class, we will send you one address. Please send whoever is using washing machine, please send it back to our address. Will you all do it? Any you're not going to use going forward, the idea which I gave, you're going to use it. So please send, you ship it all your old machines to us. We'll take care of it. Can you all do that? We'll give you one address. Please send your washing machine to us. Yes? Agreed?
No.
Why?
Yeah, we can
I've given you
give as
idea,
long
right?
as you can pay
I've
the
given you idea. This
same
idea is
amount.
so expensive. The idea doesn't have, money is not valid for the ideas. I'm giving you idea. I'm actually
If
saving your money.
if people are already using it, they cannot throw it out. Maybe
Already we are using that, right? Why
That is
again?
what I'm saying. Don't throw it out. You give it to me. I will take care. All the washing machines which you're using, I've given you idea. Go and give it in the dry cleaner, and the existing machines, you send it to me.
yeah, it depends on the person. Like the person has a time, so he'll try to
This is not
go
about time,
forward.
right? You're spending 2,500. You're spending for initial cost. You're also wasting your time.
That is a one-time investment. So we
I'm
need
not
to.
even doing that. No, for dry cleaning. Am I giving any advance? Am I
But
paying 50,000, 40,000 advance for washing my clothes? No, right?
if you are using the same system for 5-10 years, how much you'll be spending there?
5-10 years, you count, no, 7,000 into 5 years. See, I'll tell you, this 700 is just the one portion of what you're spending on monthly. So that is where I'm already saving 2/3. Apart from that, I'm saving this. Okay. Okay, let's come to conclusion. Let's come to conclusion. Okay. Now, I have told you that this is buying a washing machine by yourself. I've told you all the problems you have. Maintenance, greater capital. You have to have 35. You have to have 35,000 for buying a washing machine, right? And you can have only a limitation because your washing machine has some capacity, 6 kgs, 7 kgs. So at a time you can wash only a certain clothes. Then you have to run it one more time. Then you have to run it one more time. If your relatives comes, if your friends comes, you have to wash it one more time. Sometimes you need some support. If anything got repaired, you need to call that person for repairing. You have to always be back of him. You have to keep on calling him. And in fact, your performance also gets hit because you're involved in multiple things. Well, what I am going to do now, I am going to hand it over all this to another person who will take care by themselves. Who will take care of themselves. And who is that? It's none other than cloud. I'm going to give all the works to cloud. I just need to pay for what services they are giving. I am getting rid of the biggest headache of maintaining on-prem. I can clearly tell you that your dry cleaning service which you're giving outside is 100 times better than you maintaining it at home. Of course, in your home, your mother is there, your father is there, your wife is there, they're helping it. That's why you're using it. Personally, I would prefer someone who can help me in doing all this. And that's where, for the people, for like bachelors, we have dry cleaners. They are doing everything for us. So here also, I want someone to take care of all my things. Who is that? It's going to be cloud. So if you ask me, are we going to learn any of this on-premises tool? Straight away, I will say no. Why we'll go and install this? Why we will go and take this? Why we'll have to pay for this? Why we'll have to go and do a maintenance? Nothing. I'm choosing an option which is going to be cloud. Okay. So I'm going to choose an option which is going to be cloud. Now, who is that cloud? The cloud who is going to take care of us will be We are moving to cloud now. We don't want any on-prem. We don't want any on-prem. We don't want we to maintain. We want someone to maintain. First of all, cost effective. You give unlimited clothes also, he will not tell anything. He will not tell anything. For him, it's money only. You give unlimited clothes, he will not tell anything. Okay, very much flexible. You just give a call, he'll come and take it. All of this is possible with the help of cloud computing. And we have, see, there are different shops, right? Different dry cleaners. But which dry cleaner you will give? The one which is very close to you, the one which they are very comfortable. They will not delay much. They'll give whenever you ask for. And 1 or 2 clothes, sometimes they give a discount. So you always choose the one which is very close to you, the one which are very flexible, right? Similarly, we have 4 cloud services in this world, in this market, in this. Which one you are using is a next decision to be made. And we are all doing data engineering. But where you are doing? Are you doing here? Are you doing here? Are you doing here? Are you doing here? That's the next decision to be made. And welcome to the course. The course is Azure Data Engineering. In this course, we are going to build the entire data pipeline ETL development in one of the best cloud service that we have, that is being given by Microsoft. Microsoft's Azure is 14 years old into the market, and we are going to build the entire data pipeline inside this cloud. I need not buy any outside servers. I need not buy any hardwares. I need not go and look for the on-premises. Everything is available in the cloud. Whether you want to do it in AWS, whether you want to do it in GCP, whether you want to do it in Microsoft, it's up to me to decide. And here we are going to build the entire pipeline in data engineering. We'll be doing that in one of the cloud service, which is going to be Azure. As I said, welcome to the course. Now you will ask me, why this? You could have taught me AWS, you could have taught me GCP, or you could have chosen why. Why is that you're teaching Microsoft? If that's your question, it all depends on your need. It all depends on your need. Okay. Very openly, I will give you the statement. One of the best, the ranked one cloud service is AWS. This is the first cloud service that is used by lot of companies, and it has a highest market share, followed by Azure, followed by GCP, followed by Y. Now you tell me, being the second best cloud service, we are learning it. Why not first? Anyone? You could have clearly asked me, hey, AWS is first. Why don't you teach AWS data engineering? Why are you choosing Azure data engineering? Anyone? What?
It is expensive.
Maybe going forward, Azure will come first.
Going forward, Azure will come first. That's a very good hopes. Thank you.
AWS is expensive when compared to
AWS
Azure.
is expensive. Okay. Noted. Accepted. Very simple question I'm asking. Why I am not teaching the first placed holder, and why am I teaching second best cloud? What could be the reason?
Microsoft also provides other additional tools which are compatible with the cloud services.
Okay.
You're
Like
working on
Microsoft
Microsoft Azure.
365, Teams, Microsoft applications.
Majority of the operating systems are from Microsoft, and there will be integration will be very easier.
Okay.
It is easier to work with compared to the other cloud services.
So for easy, you're sacrificing the rank. Huh? Just because it's easy, you're giving up the first place and you're going for the second place. Is it true?
No,
Not like that.
you
Majority
know,
of the yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I think you know Microsoft Azure, so you are teaching us.
Wow, what an answer. So I don't know AWS, that's why I'm not teaching AWS. And I work in Microsoft, that's why I'm teaching Microsoft. Yes?
I
No,
think
you know AWS as well.
Then why I'm teaching
But
Azure?
nowadays, AWS is more. Again, going forward, Azure will come. I'm expecting.
Okay.
In
Time to
terms of a
market
client
is
side, a job
faster.
market might be more in Azure.
Hmm.
So it will be easier to step in compared to
Okay.
other one.
Okay.
More companies prefer Microsoft Azure.
Okay. I'll tell you a story. Okay, I'll tell you a story. And after listening to the story, you tell me why I'm teaching Azure. Very simple. I will not tell why I'm teaching you Azure now. I'll tell you a story. Depending on the story, you go and tell me why I'm teaching Azure. Okay? Is the deal okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
In KSR, we have one problem. Okay. We need one accountant. When I say accountant, it's a role. Okay. We need a one role. The reason is some people prefer to pay installments, some people to pay full amount, right? See, as a trainer, I cannot collect the fees. As a Mahesh, he is also like taking care of other things. He cannot collect fees. So there we need one person who keep tracks of which person has paid this much. He wants a record. If any payment has been made, we track it so that we can get to know, okay, this many students have paid, this many students have paid on installments and all. I have so much of work. Where can I go and collect the fees? Right? I cannot call each one of you and say that the course fees is this much, the course installments is this much. I cannot do it, right? So we are hiring for one accountant. We are hiring for one accountant. So Mahesh told me, you please go to one college and get the campus interview. We need just a fresher to count the money, to take care of the money, financial things. One accountant is required. So he told you go for company, BCom, BSc students will be there. Just hire them. We just need a person who is very good at maths. If you want to play with money, if you want to have accurate calculations, you have to be an expert in maths. Okay, you have to expert in maths. Only if you're an expert in maths, you can count it. One person will be paying installment, one person will be paying full. So you have to keep in mind, you have to keep track of it. So every single penny is important. So Mahesh has clearly told me, guys, you go to the college, get a person who's very good at maths. Okay. So we went for the college. The college is, okay, IIT college. Now there was a person A, there's a person B, two students. I want to hire only one. This guy in science, he has scored 100. In computer science, he has scored 100. In digital science, he has scored 100. In mathematics, he has scored 80. So total score is 400 out of, 380 out of 400. And the percentage is 95%. He's a first rank student. Okay, 380 out of 400, 95%. And there comes me, a person like me, last bench student. Okay, science 35. You should be knowing how good the number is, 35. Computer science 35. Digital science 70, right? 30. He got failed actually. In digital science, he got failed. Mathematics 100. The total score is 35, 35, 70, 100, 200. 200 out of 400. His total percent is 50%. This guy's total percent is 95%. And the question to you, whom will I hire?
B.
It's B.
Why? He failed in one subject. He has got 50%. Why will I hire him?
Because
But you
we
focus on mathematics.
I focus on.
Mathematics.
Anyone says that I will hire Hay? Anyone says that I'll hire Hay, who is a first rank student? Anyone? Anyone?
We
So
can
everyone
still
is
go
agreeing
with
with B, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the requirement is the accounting.
With this cloud services, you can do n number of things, right? You can build n number of things. You can build a web application, you can build a mobile application, you can do n number of things. But what is my requirement? My requirement is to build the data pipelines. So in order to build data pipelines, your Azure environment is most flexible with a very limited pricing, and it is incompatible to most of the other tools. I still agree that AWS is first. AWS is first. Okay. But not everyone can afford it. iPhone is the one of the best ever phone. But all the 50 people in the batch, can I say that own iPhone? It's best. It's a topmost product. Can I assume that all 50 are having iPhones? In fact, I don't use it. I use Android. If it is expensive, doesn't mean that everyone can afford it. They look for quality. They look for the features. They look for the flexibility. They look for the pricing. They look for the compatibility, and they look what is really needed. And we will be learning Azure in our course. Though it's a second, we'll be learning that. So the entire data pipelines will be built in Azure. You can build in AWS also. You can build in GCP also. You can build in Azure also. Every companies have their own cloud platform. So whichever you learn, you will be able to apply to specific roles. If you want to join Microsoft, Microsoft will not use AWS. They will use their own product. Similarly, you want to join Amazon, Amazon will not use Azure. They will use their. Like this, certain companies use AWS, certain companies use Azure. Both are in good, both are okay for the services, but it all depends on your need. Are you okay to spend more? Go with AWS. Are you okay to learn? I'm talking about company perspective. If companies are able to spend more, they'll use AWS. If companies have a budget problem, they'll use Azure. Because services are good, both are good, but all the other things we will see. Depending on all the other things we will choose. So today it is second. It may still remain in the second itself forever. Who knows? But end of the day, it all depends on your requirement. So with that conclusion, the entire ETL pipeline we are going to build. If you build a pipeline, you're called a data engineer. You build in any of the cloud services, you called as a cloud engineer. Well, we are focusing on specific tool, Azure. You're called as Azure Data Engineer. Well, that's the complete context of this course. This course will be Azure Data Engineer. We'll be covering all the technologies that is required to build a pipeline. Along with that, we'll be learning one cloud service, which is going to be Azure. Okay.
So is it similar with the Amazon Web Services and the Microsoft Azure building the pipelines and other methodologies or everything?
Everything is same. Everything is same. Only you're changing the environment. That's it.
Okay.
You want to eat pizza today, okay? You want to eat pizza. Pizza, you will get it in Pizza Hut also. Pizza, you will get it in Domino's also. Where you will buy? Where you will buy? Pizza, you can get it in both the shops. Pizza Hut also you will get, Domino's also you will get. Where you will buy?
Domino's, because it's cheaper than pizza.
Is it?
Yeah.
If you ask me, I don't look at the price. I look at the quantity. I look at the taste. I look at the service. And pizza is something we have to eat if it is hot. So definitely I will choose the one which is very near to me, and then I'll buy. Similarly, if I want to build a data pipeline, I'll start comparing. What is the services I can use in AWS? What are the services I can use in Azure? What is the cost? What is the cost? What is services provided? What is the services provided? How good it is? What it is? How good that they'll take care of the data security? How good they are good at data security? I will list it down. Then I will choose it. Sometimes pricing may not be my concern, but all the other things may be concern. So depending on my need, I'll be choosing this. So there is no debate like you are best, I am best. No. You're also a cloud service, I am also cloud service. People who want, they will go and buy it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Suppose we learn today Microsoft Azure tools and tomorrow there is a requirement to work on AWS. How much efforts or like how difficult it is to
I can
transform
simply say that you can learn by yourself. You need not even go for anyone to get trained. You need not even go and explore it. Just a service change. Your coding will never change. Your PySpark will never change. Your SQL will never change. Your Python will never change. Only the environment is changing. Configurations will change. So hardly it will take 1 month to read the complete other services. Once you learn one cloud, all the other clouds are very simple.
Okay.
In KSR, we have an option. Okay, you can choose AWS or you can choose Azure, whichever you want, you can choose. Because there will be certain people, they have their own dream companies. So some people will say, my dream company is to join Amazon. So I'll say, don't join AWS. Don't join Azure. Why? Because Amazon will never use Azure. So what is the purpose of learning Azure then? So you learn AWS. Some people will have some dream companies. You look for it, what cloud they're using, opt for it. If you don't want anything, I want to get a job, I want to get a high package, doesn't matter if it's a AWS or Azure, simply try to learn one topic that will let you the job. So if you don't have any goal, I don't want any particular company, I just want a job, choose anyone. But both are having opportunities. AWS is also having opportunities, Azure is also having opportunity, because those people will have different fans. Different companies are always tagged to their cloud. So those companies will always use those clouds. So you need not worry about openings. Both has openings. Even GCP has openings. Any questions?
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so what is the precondition, the pre-qualification to learn Azure?
You're asking prerequisite for this course. Is this your
Yes.
second class?
The first.
First class.
Yeah,
Okay.
second. Yeah,
Second
just
class.
first, second class. Right?
Okay.
Yesterday. Yesterday I didn't attend.
The prerequisite is very simple. You just need to know English. Nothing else. I'll be teaching in English. If you have understood what we spoke yesterday, and if you have understood what I told you today, if you're able to grasp that knowledge, that's the prerequisite. Every single subject we are teaching from scratch. Like if I take SQL, I'm not expecting you to know to SQL. I'm not expecting you know to Python. No, we are teaching that from A to Z. Every single topic that we are going to learn will start from zero. Assuming that you don't know anything, you'll still be able to learn from here.
And how advanced will be going into it? Like,
you can show up to 5 years of experience post learning this course. I'm 10 years experience. Okay, exactly. I'm 10 years experience. I've been working in data engineering for 10 years. Just because I am teaching, you cannot also show 10 years, but I can promise you, you will get half of the knowledge. 50% you will be experienced to work in the company. So easily you can show 5 years of experience. If tomorrow you go and show that, hey, I have 5 years of experience, you can test me. They'll ask you the questions. You say the answer. It proves you that you're 50%. That is 5 years experience. It really proves you that the knowledge which you have gained here is equivalent to 5 years of experience. But it depends. If I give the homeworks, if I give the assignments, if I give you some things to explore, you need to do it. If you simply listen in the class, it is not even going to help you like 6 months of experience. The more you practice, the more experience you can show. From the course, the maximum experience that I can promise you is 5 years. For 5 years experience, what is really required, that we will teach you.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
So like after completion of the course, like can we expect some dummy interview session for us so that
As part of KSR, we have a process to follow. We will be taking 100 sessions. Today is a session number 2. So 98 sessions are pending. So out of this 100 sessions, we'll be covering 4 projects. 2 projects will be like a mini projects. 2 projects will be like a real-time projects. So 4 projects followed by resume preparation, resume discussion, guidance, career guidance, everything will be given. One-on-one support also will be given. We will try to understand what is your background. Listening to that, we will frame your resume. We will help you in building your resumes. After you have been prepared, we will also take multiple mock interviews. As long as you are fed up, you can reach out to us. You want 1 interview, you want 2 interviews, you want 3 interviews, you want 100 interviews, we are ready to take. But you people are not interested to take, I cannot do anything. So the more and more you come to us, the more and more interviews we can take. We will have all the type of mock interviews from the product-based companies, service-based companies, coding, whatever we have, every way of mock interviews we will give you, but you should be ready to come to us. Post that, you can start applying for your jobs.
okay, great.
Sorry, yesterday I think I was joining a Power BI class. So I was confused. Which class are you going to give right now?
This is data engineering.
Yes, I know that yesterday, but I joined the Power BI.
No,
You don't have Power BI class today?
Yesterday's one is different. Yesterday's one was data analytics. So this is completely data engineering. We have 3 courses which is running here. So here, if you see, right, data analyst, data engineer, and these 4 things are there.
Yeah.
So the one which yesterday you would have attended is this. Today is this.
Yes. Okay.
Data analyst is preferred for the people who don't like coding. They want to get a simple job with a decent salary. We can go with a data analyst. Nothing hectic. It's very cool job. You just need to present the data in the visualization tool like Power BI. But all the heavy lifting is done by these guys. So these guys will be paid more.
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can
Actually,
hear you.
I have 8 years of experience. So I'm into protection support background. So coding, I have never used a coding. So my package is now around 12,60,000. So I'm not sure, like, should I take the data analyst or data engineering, as I haven't used code till now.
See, coming from a production support, 8 years of experience, around 11, 12 is going to be like a underpaid. Like you don't even get a standard IT salary if you're going with the same role. So if you choose data analyst, it's the easiest job. Okay, you can do some reporting. That 8 years of experience, you can show that 3 years, 4 years I've done reporting. From 12, you can jump to 15 or 16. This is what I can say. If you choose data engineering, you can even reach up to 18, 19 or 20. But depends on complexity. Will you be able to take the complexity? Now coming to the coding, today you're choosing data analyst, well and good. 5 years down the line, they will definitely ask you to learn coding. Coding is like a hot cake in the market. If you're saying that, no, I'm afraid of that. If not today, one day you have to read. If you want to sustain in IT, coding is required. But still, why people choose data analysis? Just to get into that. People who are like wanted to first have that experience of working, then maybe later I will jump in. First, I want to go by step one. But you already have an experience. You're already working in IT. So it's better you choose data engineering, which can give you the high job. But in terms of coding, coding is now changed a lot. We are in the modern way of coding. You go and search something in Google, you will get the code. You just need to know how to apply, where to apply, syntax. That's it. Anyone can write coding. But the good thing is we are going to start everything from scratch. So right from beginning, what you need to learn like A to Z, that is what we are teaching here. Apart from that, you need to practice. Data engineering is tough. I'm telling to all the 50 people in this group, data engineering is not easy. But we can make it easy, but that support has to come from yourself as well. We will be giving some assignments, homeworks, practice. You have to do that. If you do that, anything is possible. You may be fear of coding. If not, after 5 years, they will ask you to learn. What you will do? Learning now is better than learning with pressure. After 5 years, they'll say, if you don't learn, we will fire you. What you will do? You see your comfort. Okay, for me, I'm okay with 15 lakhs. Okay, I'm okay with this easy job. Okay, let's see after 5 years. 5 years, I'm not even going to work. I'm going to stop working in IT. I'm going to start my own business. For time being, I need salary. I need payment. I will choose data analyst. Okay, if I'm saying no, I want to continue in IT is the only thing which I'll be good at, so I want to focus more, I want to earn more, I'll choose data engineering. It all depends on each individual, but technology wise I can say data engineering always has a upper hand than data analyst.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
So what you will cover in data analyst
instead of data engineering?
Sorry, what?
How about going learning a data scientist program rather
Data
than
scientist I would prefer to learn towards the end. Once you either master data analyst or data engineering, then you go for data scientist. So data scientist will be like a bit of machine learning, artificial intelligence. Directly if you're learning, we prefer either for a highly experienced people or like people who are freshers. People who are in the mid range, right? Like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, we prefer either data analyst or data engineer. If you're a fresher, learning data science is good. If you're a very much experienced, data science is good.
Yeah. Hi, sir. This
Yeah.
is Srikanth here.
Yes.
Yeah, I need I need to discuss one-to-one how to approach.
You can always reach out to our team. Our team can help you.
Yeah, I am asked actually, but anything else you can ask in class only, like that is.
You can ask me post joining the course, but before joining, I don't think you'll get help. But you can talk to our team. Our team, see, we are all come from the same field. So either you talk to me or you talk to our mentors or you talk to our admin. Everyone will share the same information.
Okay, once I will join, I will discuss with you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, hello?
What you will cover in analyst, data analyst?
Data analyst will be covering 4 services. We'll be covering Power BI. That's a main tool for analysis purpose. And we will be covering Azure ADF, Azure SQL Database, Azure Block Storage. But in data engineer, we'll be covering services. We'll be covering 12 services. Also, we'll be learning big data, Hadoop, Spark, PySpark, everything we'll be learning.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a question. Yeah, so after completion of the course, like, is it enough for like do the certification of Azure Data Engineering and Databricks?
Yeah. Once you learn this course from us, you should be able to take up certification.
Sir, any session missed means can recording also okay for me? Or
Even this class, what is I'm speaking, right? It's getting recorded.
Okay.
So any class you miss, you'll always get a recording for 1 year.
Okay. We are working in shift-based working 24/7. Sometimes in morning shifts and sometimes afternoon, sometimes night shifts.
That's what you will have recordings.
Any doubt
You
means
said
you can next class need to clear or
Sorry?
WhatsApp. Any doubts will be get means in
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
you can always reach out to us over the WhatsApp community, email. You can always talk to me. You can always ask me any questions. If I'm not responding, maybe like you will be getting the response from others. So all this can happen. So you can always reach out to me anytime.
You said you would be suggesting data scientist role to either the freshers or somebody with more experience, right?
Yes, correct.
I'm just curious, why with the freshers?
I mean, freshers will have, there are some openings where there are a lot of POC projects is going on. So definitely you'll get that opportunity if you're a fresher. Or either if you're very much experienced, you can provide suggestions, ideas, improvements. I'll tell in the next class what exactly is the difference between all three, but these are the things which you should be knowing before choosing it. So data science means you have to think about business level, how you can improve the business, what you can talk about the revenue and all. Data engineer, focus on data. Analyst, convert the data into insights. So like this, we have pros and cons for each. Knowing that, you can decide which is good for you. Okay, with that, we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class. So definitely I'll answer more of your questions in the next class. As promised, we do have 5 free sessions. So this is the second day. So the next class will be on Monday, 8 o'clock. So please join without fail. You'll still get 3 sessions free to make a decision and then take the call. Okay. Thank you all. Happy weekend.